Well, I thought I was videoing us putting down the pine needles and definitely hit the photo button instead of video. So I'm not the only one. Farther You Go likes to do that too. So go check out his channel and tell him that I said that. Dean Family Acres. So we got this Loropetalum planted here, and we're just gonna try and finish out kind of this bed here this fall before it gets too cold. So I've got another Loropetalum I'm gonna plant up here on this side. I think if I can find a Japanese maple to be right here in the front on this corner, that will work. And then I'm kind of just gonna space things out. I've got a couple extra plants up here that I'm gonna kind of look and see what we have and kind of just lay some of that out. So I'll let you guys follow along. Frostproof Gardenia we'll put in here in between the two Loropetalums, and then we'll put something else on either end, and then kind of fill in with some monkey grass and stuff. So we got a Loropetalum planted here. I kind of angled it just a little bit so that it would grow up a little bit more. These are not supposed to get very tall, but I also don't want them to be ground cover. They're supposed to get up to about 4 feet tall. I'll insert the name of those right here so you know exactly which Loropetalum we're planting. But got that here. Now we're gonna put in the Frostproof Gardenia right behind us. I'm gonna plant this one a little bit further forward than the other ones by about 6 inches to a foot, just because it only gets about 3 feet tall. Those others get 4 or so. So that way, if I wanted to put a tree or something kind of back behind these, then this wouldn't be necessarily hugging it. It would be a little bit more space. So with gardenias, I always want to mound them up so that when you pull them out, the root ball needs to be 1 to 2 inches above your line. So that will actually be perfect. And you do that so that the roots do not get waterlogged. It's very easy to make gardenias as well as camellias get waterlogged, basically the root rot because of this. And if you put this ball above your hole about 1 inch or 2, preferably about 1 inch, then that way they always have air and space, and that way they won't get root rot. So you can also amend your soil. There is a little bit of clay in the bottom of this hole. What you barking at, Luke? Huh? When you're filling this hole back in, you do not want to cover up this ball. You want to leave it exposed. All right, now we'll water it in, and we'll also get a little bit of pine needles to put around these. hopefully you can see how we've gotten the Frostproof Gardenia planted as well as the Dwarf Loropetalum here. And as I mentioned before, we'll link those names down below. Well, I thought I was videoing us putting down the pine needles and definitely hit the photo button instead of video. So I'm not the only one. Farther You Go likes to do that too. So go check out his channel and tell him that I said that. The only thing that we did differently with this Frostproof Gardenia and this Loropetalum, this Dwarf Loropetalum, is that we did not put down newspaper or amend the soil with these two. The first Loropetalum that we planted, we did amend the soil. So that's the only difference. We'll see how things work out. That Loropetalum over there definitely looked like it needed a little more help. So we'll see how it does. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed watching this little bit of a series from cutting down the Stinky tree to moving the dogs here to the dog pen area, and for us slowly working beds into this area just so that it looks like a nice landscape. And I think that these Dwarf Loropetalum and the Gardenia will do really, really well together. Just the mix of color, flowering times, that kind of thing. We're looking forward to seeing how this bed just continually grows out. So we've got the Frostproof Gardenias and the Purple Diamond Loropetalums in. Now I'm gonna put in 2 Crape Myrtles. These are the white variety. Not exactly sure which kind because they are from a parent plant that we have. If any of y'all have Crape Myrtles, you know they just shoot up all over the place. Kind of dig them up, put them in a pot, and then after a little bit you can kind of transplant them. I've tried transplanting them from in the ground to another spot. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. I had a really nice one that I thought was going to be perfect. It was kind of this big and about this tall, and I pruned it back and everything, and it didn't make it. I'm giving it until this spring to dig it up and put something else there, but I thought it would be perfect and it just wasn't. So we're gonna figure out where we want to put those, if we want to put those right here or if we want to put them on the outside corners. I thought about doing some other stuff on the outside corners, so we'll kind of see. Just all in personal preference and what you would like to have. Hopefully you can see where we got both these Crape Myrtles planted in between the Purple Diamond Loropetalum and the Frostproof Gardenia. Again, just small little things that you can do. Doesn't take that much time. You just need to take time to coordinate it, whether that's repotting them, letting them stay in the pot for a little while, or whether that's just digging them up. If you dig them up directly from the ground and then put them in, I would definitely recommend continuing to make sure they get watered. You want to do that anyway. This one stayed, the root ball pretty much stayed the same. This one here broke up a little bit, but it had some pretty substantial roots. So both these should be fine, but definitely want to make sure that they do stay watered. There's some pretty decent clay soil kind of down in there, so it should keep them fairly moist. But especially in the wintertime, you don't always think about it in regards to the moisture in the soil. For us, a lot of times, if you get them watered pretty good that first week or so, they're good until spring. And even then, once spring hits, then they should be fine in regards to needing additional watering. So hopefully you guys appreciate this bed and how well it's coming together, and we can continue to work on expanding this as well as other spots around our place. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget, give us that big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, pound that bell like Mike Tyson. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this and other episodes where we do some landscaping and or things around our farm. I had some people the other week ask, why I watch stuff all the time and I like it, but I don't ever thumbs it up. Thumbs it up. It definitely helps out. Let other people see and know exactly what's going on and be recommended the video. Hopefully you guys enjoy the footage, and if you have any recommendations or have had any experience with the Frostproof Gardenia or these Dwarf Loropetalum, if you have any experience with that, please comment below. Thanks so much. Y'all have a good one.